All right, you are asking, am I on? Look at this.
Are you on?
Look at this. Hey, we're on.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, you know, the funny thing is, since about December 13th, 1948, I've been on. Greetings, this is Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire with Shemaine and Coco. Coco, Mocha.
She went swimming.
He's a
went
dirt
swimming.
ball. I don't know if I'm looking at Coco or your legs. I like
Okay.
her legs. I like her legs. I like everything about her. I like her meals. I like her salads. So you did a wildly well. If people want to communicate with
Well,
Shemaine,
I
they
did-
go to wildlywell21@gmail.com. Wildlywell21@gmail.com. Now that's not what that
However-
was today, but those are the people that communicated with you.
I would like to say, if you are trying to communicate with me to get to Ted, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because
If you're trying to communicate with me to get to her,
yeah,
I
don't
dare you.
send me something and say, hey, can you get this to Ted? Because I will probably delete that. And there are other ways to do that. I'm just not his secretary.
Well, a lot of times, I got to tell you, let's talk about that. This is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire featuring the Queen of the Forest, Shemaine Nugent.
And we just went and shot our
Do you remember her name? She's been here for a long, long time. She got the magic power to make it rain or sunshine. She got the power to turn off the light. She got the power over day and the night. Best hide when she's angry, 'cause she can level your town. When she throws a temper tantrum, it's like the sky is falling down. What great lyrics. That's the Queen of the Forest.
Yes.
Do you know that those words accurately apply to you?
Now they do, but when we met, they didn't.
No, I wrote a song called, I never wrote a song that soft. Well, actually, I wrote a song called Alone. There's a beautiful song called Alone. A song called Take Me Home, Girl. That's so beautiful. Take me home, girl. I think I know what you're looking for. Take me home, girl. Won't have to look no more. So take me home, girl. I think I know what you're looking for. Isn't that pretty?
So a lot of people might not know this, but I don't even know, like, what album was that from? When did you
Take Me
record
Home?
that? Yeah.
I think maybe Penetrator.
See,
Penetrator. I am a penetrator because I use cold steel broadheads. By the way, so talk about your thing today. What would you call your thing?
It's called
a Shemaine Queen of the Forest Enlightenment Gathering?
Yes. If people wanted to find out more about it, it's called, if you go to ShemaineNugent.rocks, ROCKS/reawaken. Now, I will tell you that we just announced this. So this is something that I've been doing with Nikki Klegel, who is a faith-based life coach. And tonight we talked all about healthy aging, aging gracefully. Talked about Sister Madonna Buder, who started running when she was 48, ended up doing 45 triathlons by the time she was in her 80s. Triathlons.
Maybe she's the Queen of the Forest.
I know, right?
Wow.
So Nikki and I tonight, we just announced this. If women out there, if you want to get in, there's only 20 spots open. But Nikki and I are going to have a women's retreat about reawakening your mind, body, and spirit. And you can register for that. You're the first to know. You better hurry up and get in if you want to get in, because there's only 20 spots. And that's going to be in November. Sorry, honey.
How do they register that?
You can go to ShemaineNugent.rocks, ROCKS/reawaken.
I'm going to put that on my Facebook. Now let's talk about this wonderful communication that Shemaine optimizes every day of her life with her inner circle loved ones.
You're pretty
I'm
much
loved one number one. Well, maybe right behind Sadie.
Well, it's Happy,
and Coco.
Sadie, Coco.
There's
yeah.
Coco again. Look at Coco.
Yes.
Coco. Look how
Yes.
beautiful that girl is.
She's such a good girl.
Ain't it
Yes,
beautiful?
You are. Yes, you are.
You're the world's greatest duck hunting German Shepherd. But Shemaine had mentioned a moment ago that don't go to wildlywell21@gmail.com to ask about Ted Nugent. Come to my Facebook. A lot of people go, can I send you a personal mail? I go, no.
You just
we have
did.
a question. Can I send you a question? I go, what do you think this is for? And I wish I had more patience.
You can see all the comments.
But I would like to see.
Would you like me to help
if
you?
you people have questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. But when you come to my Facebook, you notice, am I the only guy in the world that answers, at least likes, and acknowledges tens of thousands
So somebody said German Shepherds
communications
are
on
the
my
beat,
Facebook.
but I'm thinking they meant to say best.
Beast. Best, yes.
Yeah. How can anyone...
And people were complaining I picked my
Oh.
teeth. This is a campfire. Guess what people do at campfires? They burp and they pick their teeth and scratch their balls. This is the Ted Nugent
And
Spirit
see,
Campfire. It's not an official podcast in the official podcast world. It's better than that. My podcast is better than a podcast. Not only is it because I'm here, it's a podcast, but it's a spirit campfire. I can pick my damn teeth.
So
it
Heidi,
isn't rude.
Heidi is saying keep fighting for USA, Ted.
All right. Probably the most repeated and sincere and emotional question in America. What can we do to stop this? I describe it as satanic. When your government shuts down American businesses and forces children to wear masks that their own agencies say don't work, and all the science says that the masks don't work, but the government forces you, but then they invite, and use our tax dollars to pay for millions of invaders. People's hearts are broke. I'm going to tell you what to do. And it's not a hunch. It's not a presumption. We did this in 2016 under the battle cry of hunternation.org. I'm telling you, if you come here and you're all sincere and you're all passionate and attaboy and I wish I could say what you say, well, you not only can you must. And if you join Hunter Nation at hunternation.org, we are amassing an army of conservative families. We're never going to tell you who to vote for because we know you're smart. And we know if you're here at my campfire that you already celebrate being the best that you can be. Being in the asset column for your family, your community, our country, and the world. Hunters, fishermen, trappers, ranchers, farmers, hardware store operators, welders and mechanics, and shit kickers of every imaginable description. If you're not in the fight against the Marxist takeover of America, the Marxists are laughing in your face.
You know, I had a lot of, not a lot, but several women who were on. We had over 70 some sign up for this tonight.
Passionate, engaged, want to upgrade their engagement in America.
And several of them, we had an opportunity to do a Q&A afterwards, and several of them said that they're being forced out of their jobs because they're required to take the Hokey Pokey. I'm just going to say Hokey Pokey because you know what I'm talking about. And I can't even say I did a Facebook Live last night. I can't even express any of my thoughts. I can't say what's on my mind. We have lost the First Amendment.
And the Second Amendment. The First Amendment is supposed to be good wherever you walk on American soil. The First Amendment is actually supposed to be good while you're alive on planet Earth. But only in America do you have a First Amendment. Our Second Amendment instinctually and honestly and intellectually and spiritually means you can keep and bear arms when your feet are on the soil of America without a permit, without paperwork. You don't need paperwork for what the Founding Fathers wrote down based on self-evident truth, logic, and common sense, that we have a First Amendment. We can say what we want. We can choose our own religion. We don't have to abide by the king's religion. The king, we need to get rid of the kings, and I mean literally eliminate kings and tyrants and emperors. We did that in 1776. Your Second Amendment, in all honesty, is good on American soil without paperwork. And if you believe that, go to hunternation.org. hunternation.org. We weren't going to do this. We were just
done
shooting our bow. We just shot our bows, and she shoots so good. If I was a deer, I'd leave this area. But anyhow, I'm going to shoot my bow in a second. People go, what can we do? Everybody asks that. My God in heaven, after I establish, write it down. Go to hunternation.org. We have already in 2016 and 2020, and thanks to Mike Lindell, another real honest, truth-demanding patriots, we're going to get to the bottom of the rampant voter fraud that the Marxists have created in this country. But go to hunternation.org. Please, if you're as sincere that you want to make a difference, squawking doesn't cut it. Hunternation.org, you'll see what we're doing nationwide. It's not about hunting. It's about conservative, traditional family values. God, family, country, freedom, law and order. If you believe in those basic premises of the greatest quality of life in the history of humankind, then go to hunternation.org, because we're fighting and demanding that like no other organization in the history of America since Concord Bridge. So
I like
you
what
got
you're
some
saying.
others here?
I like what you're saying there, Outlaw. And also, Nick has that to say. But I can pick and choose.
I know my wife is hot.
I can pick and choose, Steve-O here. So Joe Rogan did this podcast with a woman who escaped North Korea.
North Korea, yeah.
North Korea, and
everybody should hear it.
Talked about how if you keep a country starving.
Their Joe Biden destroyed their lives with the same exact incrementalism that Mao Zedong and Pol Pot and Che Guevara and Hitler. Now we have our own enemy of freedom controlling our government. HunterNation.org. If you absolutely give a shit, you've got to be a part of that army. I'm not kidding.
And not only that, go to HunterNation.org for sure. But if you want to do something on a local level, look at all the videos that are coming out about school boards. That's where it's at. Find out what's going on in your town and voice your opinion, because your opinion does matter. And what I was saying is that there's a few people who have said they're going to lose their jobs, and we know we have a friend of ours,
great friends,
who is scared to death because she had to decide today if she was going to get vaccinated or lose the job that she just got. She's making a lot of money. She went to school for it and is scared to death. But she's standing up, and that's what you need to do, is stand up for your rights. If you believe in your heart and soul, like many of us do, that there's something else going on and there's something wrong with this Hokey Pokey, why are they pushing it on her? Why are you getting
maniacs? Billboard.
A lottery
you can only play the lottery if you have the experimental shot.
Yeah.
Who does stuff like this?
Just say Hokey Pokey.
And right here on my cell phone every day, I hear from friends around the world who took the proven methodology and medicines that our government, big tech, social media, academia, and our own government health organizations banned any mention of it. In fact, if I mention it now, the campfire is over. You know what the remedy is. All my friends who adhered to the remedy that I recommended, they've all gotten better. They've all gotten healthy.
Realistically, if I said that turnips would help, why?
By the way, turnips would help.
Actually, they probably would. But why is that such a bad thing? If you don't like what I say or what Ted says, then go someplace else.
Yeah, don't censor it.
It just doesn't make any sense that for those of you who don't know, I am permanently banned from Twitter.
The sweetest, most harmless.
Me and President Trump, we're permanently
sweetie pie in the world are banned from Twitter.
I don't understand.
Who?
Because you know why? We got too close. We got too close to the fire, and it was like, no, you're getting hot, you're getting hot, you're getting hotter, you're really hot. Not that saying that I'm not saying that I'm hot. I mean like hot, like on target.
Yes, but anyhow, people are asking about this shirt. Barack. People are asking about this shirt. You can get this shirt on sale right now at tednugent.com.
So what is it?
tednugent.com, code NUGE, N-U-G-E 21.
So what if President Trump called you and said, "Okay, let's do this"?
I would do it in a flash.
I saw you made up this T-shirt, Ted. Are you serious about that?
And if you want the ultimate battle cry,
Can
middle
you
finger
imagine?
on fire, you can get. I just signed another 1,000 of these, and these.
I'm gonna go find some more.
This makes the greatest gift in the world. Personally autographed with the fastest wrist in the history of slammin'.
He signs all.
TedNugent.com, code NUGE 21. So yes, those are still available. So anyhow, Shemaine and I weren't going to come in here and race political hell. But you know, what is political hell? It's we the people exercising our moral, intellectual, and spiritual obligation to participate in this blood and guts earned, hard-earned freedom of an experiment in self-government. It is our we the people job, number one, to demand constitutional accountability from our elected employees. If your mayor, your senator, your congressman, or your governor doesn't know your family name, you don't matter. If you haven't hammered them, we believe in law and order, Mr. Mayor, and we want to make sure that if there's any athletic events in our region under your control, that you never let a man compete against a woman in an athletic event. Simple stuff like that. We believe in law and order. We also know that Black Lives Matter doesn't give a rat's ass about black lives. It's a terrorist organization that ignores the slaughter of blacks in Chicago every day while they're claiming white supremacists are a problem in America as the members of Black Lives Matter burn down our cities.
And the fact that we have political prisoners right now in jail.
Oh my God.
And what they're doing to them, we've got to do something about this, y'all. It's criminal that these people.
Call your mayor, senator, congressman, governor, say, my name is so-and-so McGillicuddy, use your real name, and I want to know when these political prisoners are going to be released from the gulags in solitary confinement in the Washington gulags after the January 6th protest. Because the people...
Who doesn't know that was infiltrated? We know that by now.
We all know that the FBI were more responsible than Trump supporters. Anyhow, so make these phone calls. Raise hell. That's the missing link today. That's what the Spirit Campfire celebrates, truth, logic, common sense, and that freedom is not free, and we have to fight for it.
Now more than ever, I mean, there's word on the street that things could get a little rough, so make sure that you are prepared. It's interesting. Did you know that September is National Preparedness Month? Did you know that?
My life is National
I know
Preparedness
it is.
minute by minute. Best ammunition in the world. I'm showing the ammo because I love good quality ammo. And a reminder to the Michigan Department of Natural Resource, and are they on acid or are they just brain dead? I think maybe both, because this is a dove on a box of shotgun shells. They don't put songbirds on shotgun shell boxes, you idiots, you lying morons. This is the world we live in.
All right, see you later.
All right, so I love you. She's going to go snuggle the dog. You should probably wipe her Coco's feet off.
Yeah, I'm going to right now.
Is my wife beautiful or what? I mean, you got to be kidding me. So anyhow, this is Spirit Campfire. It's a quickie one tonight. It's already, oh my God, it's 9:04 p.m. on, what is it, Thursday in August. August 12th. So happy birthday to everybody out there on August 12th, if that's your birthday. But also I want to thank everybody who comes to Cameo. I got this crazy technology called Cameo. Hi, Coco. Coco loves her daddy. Coco Mocha, how are you, baby? Are you the happiest dog in the world? You are, aren't you? You can't wait for dove season. We're going to get some songbirds this year, aren't we? By the way, I don't obey immoral laws. And guess who knows what laws are immoral? I do. Because I'm a thinking man. More important than thinking, I'm a critically thinking man. I examine ideas, thoughts, and decrees sent my way, and I analyze them through my intellectual evidence, historical truth, logic, and common sense, life, liberty, and pursuit of individual happiness screening process, and I make decisions about what is good for me and my neighbors and the earth. And when a beaver floods my driveway, I shoot the beaver. Then I skin the beaver and I tan the beaver hide and give it away to my grandkids for Christmas. Versus calling a bureaucrat who thinks he's going to trap the beaver with our tax dollars and then find somebody who wants a beaver. Because wherever beavers can live, there's already too many of them. What, oh dear God in heaven, have we turned into the dumbest subspecies in the history of I'm not a sheep. I use my head. I do good things. I do the right things. I could have been a founding father. I could have wrote the Declaration of Independence because I declare my independence. So stand up for what you believe in. So people have been asking me about the guitar licks. Now, obviously, Stranglehold being the #1 guitar lick in the history of the world. How do I get this? Is this getting in the way of the guitar? How do I get that out of there? What do I do? Get it out of there? Who knows? I don't know. There it is. Can you see the Birdland? I was going to get the other Birdland, wasn't I? I don't know what that is, but it sounds good, doesn't it? My hands just tend to go places where my memory members' good notes live. That's basically Chuck Berry's. See, the Birdland talks all by itself. I did a volume. Anyhow, I just go crazy. But anyhow, Stranglehold is all about this guy. Probably because I signed so many autographs and I play such killer Bo Diddley licks. You know, George Thorogood made a career out of it. But you get... Then I learned from Jimmy McCarty. Of course, he didn't play it quite like that. There was an organ and a tambourine, but I do the whole band. I think he just went... Hey! all that. It's all that rhythm, that multi-rhythm, counter-rhythm, pedal tone stuff where it just goes. And when I used to play Route 66. See how the right hand just keeps going. Motor City Madhouse. Everything just goes. So when I went to my guitar one day in 1967 at an abandoned church in Detroit with John Souder on bass, brilliant musician, and Steve Booker, Maruga. Steve Booker, I remember like it was yesterday. It was after an Amboy Duke show at the Grandy Ballroom. And I went down and they said, let's jam. And I said, what do you want to do? And I went. And I had one of those little cassette recorders. And I just set it on the amp. It was just a piece of crap from like Kresge. SS Kresge. Maybe next to the soda fountain. And I put it on, I just recorded, and I went. Hit me! But see, the right hand never stops. And then when I developed the bass part, that Rob Grange executed it miraculously. One of the greatest bass players that ever walked the earth. And the bass part I wrote. But that open A string. Got to keep that pedal tone going, and all my favorite stuff does that. Stormtrooper. Everything keeps going. Got that pedal tone. Chaka. So that's the trick to my kind of playing. Even Cat Scratch has that constant pounding pedal tone. So that's a little Uncle Ted guitar lesson. I did a bow and arrow lesson the other day. But the name of the game is no matter what you want to be excellent at, whatever you want to have deep spiritual, the physics of spirituality gratification, it's going to mean constant hammering. And you've got to be passionate. It's got to be your dream. Like archery, the same time I started beating on the guitar, I was playing with little bows and arrows I made myself out of, staves and saplings along the Rouge River in Detroit. But now all these almost 73 years later. Well, you don't look 73 because I take good care of myself. This is what 73 is supposed to look like. Not the guys that are 60, they look like my grandfather. Anyhow, So that same samurai spirit of putting your heart and soul into your dreams, my dreams are guitars and bows and arrows and fighting for America and freedom and my independence and supporting and providing for and protecting my family. But the archery and the guitar playing is an example, the manifestation of cultural samurai. And when I shoot my bow and arrow, this is a Matthews Triax. Shemaine and I just got done shooting. By the way, this is a great arrow made by Cliff Toro with the Fred Bear. It literally says Fred Bear on the veins. The fletching is plastic veins. And this is from Boning Archery, Bohning, up in Lake City, Michigan. Boning Archery, they've been around as long as I have. Go all the way back with Fred Bear, but this is a Fred Bear plaid pattern he had on his jacket that Boning Archery replicated in their wrap around the gold tip arrows that are beautiful zebra gold tips. And Cliff Toro wraps these in the Fred Bear Boning Archery plaid wrapping and then puts on the Fred Bear veins, the Fred Bear fletching. So, when I play my guitar, when I shoot my bow, I become one, and I aim small. I see a close range. Bullseye. I don't know if you can see that over there. There's the target. And there's the arrow in the bullseye. I put an orange tape on all my targets. We'll get into more gory details of the aim small, miss small, spiritual samurai mantra Zen. No matter what your mystical flight of the arrow is in life, you have to put your heart and soul into it. You do it and do it and do it and practice and dedicate yourself, improvise, adapt, overcome, be the best that you can be, whether you're welding or teaching, law enforcement, hardware stores, high tech. Look at this good looking guy. That's Happy the Jack, man. Hi, Hap. How you doing, buddy? You heard the arrow go off. He goes, maybe Dad killed something. I can bite it. Yeah. How are you, buddy? I love you. You make me. How about dogs? Who loves their dogs? What a good looking dog. Look at this black-mouthed cur. Look at that good looking man. He's the man. He's the handsomest man. Hi, buddy. Tail wag, tail wag. Got a tail wag going. So, Happy Jackson is my best buddy. So this is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. Please go to tednugent.com, put in the code NUGE, N-U-G-E 21, and you can get these at a super discount through the summer. And we got the new hat coming, and I signed another 1,000 of these come and take it flags, which makes me a flaggit. I think that's what I am after all that flag signing. And I got some new magazines. Thank you, John DeBizo. Got some new magazines for my Rock Island. Is it Rock Island or Rock River? All I know is it's a great pistol. Rock Island. The Rock Island Armory. With the amazing, I shoot arms core because this is a TCM, 22 TCM. It's a little 22 caliber bullet coming out of this 1911 Rock Island at over 2,000 feet a second, 40 grain 22 caliber bullet. Crazy accurate. And a big salute, by the way, since we're talking the beauty of ballistics. A big thank you to my friends at Colt. Mark and Steven. Mark Riddle, the master pistolero, my ballistic blood brother, who refurbished the mighty Colt Delta Elite 10 millimeter. They got it super tuned, and I got some new magazines and some new Remington ammo. And this thing, it is literally ballistic jewelry. So thank you, Mark and Steven at Colt, for refurbishing my beloved Colt 1911 Delta Elite 10 millimeter. Anyhow, this is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. Also go to Mike Lindell's. Boy, he's going to go down in history as a founding father of 2020 and beyond. Let's pray for Mike Lindell, because the people who hate America really hate him. That's why they hate me. Because those of us that really represent real America, shit kicker, working hard, playing hard, rock solid in the asset column of America for God, family, country, Constitution, Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, that man in the arena work ethic, law and order, the 10 Commandments, the Golden Rule, all the stuff that our government hates. And media hates it, and academia hates it. And big tech fact checks. Why don't they fact check the 10 Commandments? What a bunch of dirtbags. Oh, how do you even live with yourselves? And then there's Hollywood. What species are these creatures? Anyhow, go to mypillow.com. Type in the code SPIRIT. Really, buy Mike Lindell's stuff. Buy my stuff at tednugent.com. We're going to have a bunch of Ted Nugent challenge coins coming in. What is today? Thursday. Probably by this time next week. But anyhow, thank you for your support. Thank you for standing up. Remember, stand up for Americans that represent the good side of America. Not Coca-Cola, not Delta Airlines, not Disney, not American Express. Have you seen where American Express is having special sessions with their employees to tell them that all white people are racists, that white equals racism? What a vicious, treacherous, nasty lie. The only racists in the country would be groups and organizations that actually have a color in their name. Wouldn't you think? Isn't that the definition of racism? So this is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. Keep it upbeat, keep it lively, keep the spirit and attitude positive. The physics of spirituality will set you free if you put your heart and soul into being the best that you can be for your family, your neighborhood, your community, your country, the good earth as hunters, fishermen, and trappers. Go to hunternation.org. And also, I keep repeating this, and I always will, because those charities that I know are saving Americans' lives, we need to support. FullCircleProgram.com. FullCircleProgram.com. HunterNation.org. United States Concealed Carry Association, USCCA.com or org. Try them both. Anyhow, God bless you all. God bless the spirit of the wild. God bless everybody who supports the positive people of America. And I love you madly. My love can become rather abrasive. So I'll live it up. Today's only Thursday. Maybe I'll do another campfire tomorrow. I'm doing them all the time now, huh? It's kind of cute. And maybe we'll continue the rhythm and blues rock and roll guitar saga. And let me leave you with, since I have a Gibson Birdland and I have the tone, how about this for the tone? I got sunshine on a cloudy day. And when it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Oh, I guess you say that could feel this way. Talking about my girl. How beautiful is that? A Motown. You know, before I got to Detroit on December 13th, 1948, before I arrived, it was actually known as Town. But once I